Captain, I believe I speak for everyone here, sir, when I say, to hell with our orders.
There are two kinds of metal in this yard, scrap and art. If you gotta eat one of them, eat the scrap. What you currently have in your mouth is art!
No, seriously, listen, if there's ever anything I can do for you, or more to the point, to you, you let me know, okay?
Can you hammer a 6-inch spike through a board with your penis?
Not right now.
A girl's gotta have her standards.
Thank you, thank you. We'll be back in 6 minutes.
Don't ask. Don't tell.
At this time of season, Jews all over the world celebrate Hanukkah, the festival of lights.
Do you still get presents on Hanukkah?
Do you get presents on Hanukkah? We exchange gifts for 8 nights in a row.
Wow.
So, in case I miss you, here are 7 more fruitcakes.
If you're Q, does that make him R?
Ah, yes, the legendary 007 wit. Or at least half of it.
This is a major disgrace. Forget MIT or Stanford now. They wouldn't touch us with a 10-meter cattle prod.
My problem is I got a 50-year-old lust and a 3-year-old dinky.
69, dudes!
It's old and depressing.
It's reality.
This is the 80s, Mason. Nobody likes reality anymore.
Give her 800 aspirin and call me in the morning.
There's a 68.71% chance you're right.
We should advise you, however, that our preliminary findings indicate that your onboard 90000 computer is in error predicting the fault. I say again, in error predicting the fault.
Nothing! Absolutely nothing!
Now, before you go accusing each other, let me accuse you.
I've just picked up a fault in the AE35 unit. It's going to go 100% failure within 72 hours.
Yeah, but all the fun stuff happens at night. Parties, dancing, nightclubs and stuff. Girl, it'll be awesome once we're old enough to go out after dark.
There's nothing more pathetic than an aging hipster.
What in the name of the Alamo is wrong with you, SpongeBob? Ain't you never seen a Christmas tree before?
A la peanut butter sandwiches.
A la peanut butter sandwiches. We love magic.
When I solved my drinking problem, I joined Alcoholics Anonymous. I mean, I still drink. I use a different name, that's all, you know.
Alert. I know everything hasn't been quite right with me. But I can assure you now, very confidently, that it's going to be all right again.
Alrighty then.
You are all weirdos.
You know, the very powerful and the very stupid have one thing in common. They don't alter their views to fit the facts. They alter the facts to fit the views.
This is live and direct. Network 23. Am I on air? This has been a most unusual day.
You know, sometimes it just gets hard to smile through it when they ask you to bend down and grab your ankles.
The last thing I want to be remembered as is an annoying blabbermouth. You know, nothing grinds my gears worse than some chowderhead who doesn't know when to keep his big trap shut. If you catch me running off with the mouth, just give me a poke in the chops.
That's another one of those things you're not meant to know.
What makes you qualified to be a reporter?
I'm willing to violate anyone's privacy for my personal gain and then claim with a straight face that the public has a right to know.
Love. The walks over soft grass. The smiles over candlelit dinners. The arguments over just about everything else. Sorry. Where was I?
You've been hanging around rabbits too long.
There are other forms of intelligence on Earth, Doctor. Only human arrogance would assume the message must be meant for man.
But I had a bad feeling about this.
I would like to ask a question.
I guess this would be a wrong time to ask for a raise.
Assimilate this.
You're not exactly catching us at our best.
That much is certain.
That's an attention getter.
Before next fall, you're in need of a serious attitude adjustment, young man. You better get your priorities straight. And watch out with that other crowd you're running with. Don't think I haven't noticed.
Authorization denied.
Authorization Picard 47 Alpha Tango.
Laserbeak, Autobot alert.
Auto shutdown sequence in progress. Primary power offline in 1 minute.
Are you awake?
I'm aware of my responsibilities, mister.
Well, back to the drawing board.
I don't know. I have a bad feeling about this.
Here, Santa. You caught me unprepared, so all I could find were bagel chips and guacamole.
Ballsy. Stupid, but ballsy.
When a loaf of bread looks like a banquet, I've no right buying tobacco.
Batteries not included.
I gotta barbecue your assy molasses!
A bear in his natural habitat. A Studebaker.
Security, would you take Ed McMahon out and beat him, please?
My dear girl, there are some things that just aren't done. Such as drinking Dom Perignon 53 above a temperature of 38 degrees Fahrenheit. That's as bad as listening to the Beatles without earmuffs.
It's as though we were made for each other. Beauty and the Beast. Of course, if anyone else calls you Beast, I'll rip their lungs out.
I've been dead once already. It's very liberating. You should think of it as therapy.
Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes! Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes! Begone, evil one!
What did I tell you about being funny?
I'm not.
Like Ben Franklin always said, early to bed, early to wake makes a lady smart, pretty, and great.
All my little Smurfs look so happy. This may be the best holiday celebration we've ever had.
It's the best time I've ever had.
I think we need better packaging. We need a better way to show off our product.
Wow, this is even better than I imagined. Come on, let's go check it out.
If you think that by threatening me you can get me to be your slave, well, that's where you're right. And I'm only saying this because I care. There are a lot of decaffeinated brands on the market today that are just as tasty as the real thing.
Kick the tires and light the fires, Big Daddy.
Well, Sergeant, aren't you going to say that it's bigger on the inside than it is on the outside? Everybody else does.
And there ain't nothing better in the 7 seas than a bikini bottom Christmas.
I think it's bile.
Is there any way I can get off my fingers quickly without betraying my cool exterior?
The name's Bond. James Bond.
Oh, her pants are blazing for you, Newton Crosby.
So far, this is not blowing my skirt up, gentlemen.
You're not just saying it because we exchanged bodily fluids.
I know what we need, Vern. Bolt cutters.
Aren't you due back at the laboratory to get your bolts tightened?
Marcy, what book were you supposed to read during Thanksgiving vacation? This is Christmas vacation, sir. Christmas vacation? How can I read something during Christmas vacation when I didn't read what I was supposed to read during Thanksgiving vacation? Ducks, sir. Easter is coming. Guess what, Chuck? Disaster time. Our teacher wants us to read a book during Christmas vacation. Got any suggestions? On what book to read? No, on how to get out of it.
Can I borrow your underpants for 10 minutes?
But, Petey, don't you love decking the halls with boughs of Harley?
Yes, truly, a little bribe never hurts.
Bring in the fembots!
Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds.
Next Saturday night, we're sending you back to the future.
I know how to handle these bubble butts.
Bueller. 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 Bueller.
Okay, but I could set the building on fire.
That thing's busier than the switchboard at the phone company.
All I ever wanted was a butt like yours.
All right. Take care now. Bye-bye then.
For Tippers, Mr. White, that's terrible.
That's why they call them terrorists, Kent.
Call the police.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? I'm sorry to announce that we're canceling Flight 909 due to severe weather in Chicago.
Always with you, what cannot be done.
Women. Can't live with them, can't kill them.
You can't rush art.
I can't take it anymore!
This is a hybrid. This is a cross.
bluegrass, Kentucky bluegrass, featherbed bench, and Northern California sensimilla. The amazing stuff about this is that you can play 36 holes on it in the afternoon, take it home and just get stoned to the bejesus belt that night on this stuff.
I am the night automated roving robot. Car, if you prefer. I am the prototype of the car of the future.
I'm also going to need you to go ahead and come in on Sunday, too, okay? We lost some people this week, and we need to sort of play catch-up. Thanks.
You can turn off the charm. I'm immune.
Thank you. I knew we could count on you for a charming image.
Oh, don't you worry about it, Mr. Hart. I've been chased by swifter men than you, and I ain't been caught yet.
Captain, why are we out here chasing comets?
Hey, what happened?
Wouldn't you prefer a good game of chess?
It's a little childish and stupid, but then so is high school.
I've whipped up this nasty little soiree over at his friend Wyatt's house.
Swore what?
Soiree, honey. I think that means, party. Party.
You know, there's going to be sex, drugs, rock and roll, chips, dips, chains, whips. You know, your basic high school orgy type of thing. I mean, I'm not talking candle wax on the nipples or witchcraft or anything like that. No. Just a couple of 100 kids running around in their underwear, acting like complete animals.
Pinky, you got chocolate on my jack-o'-lantronic transmitter.
You got jack-o'-lantronic transmitter on my chocolate. Yummy.
Zord.
Choose your next witticism carefully, Mr. Bond. It may be your last.
You have chosen wisely. You chose poorly.
I'm not here for cigarettes or bubblegum, my boy.
Cigarette?
Yes, I know.
My circuits are fading.
Close, but no cigar.
Excuse me, Mr. Scrooge, but it appears to be closing time.
Next time I'll wear a clown suit and do balloon tricks.
This is espresso, you know? It's like CoffeeZilla.
Are you sure it isn't time for a colorful metaphor?
There's no way that you could come from my loins.
Come out, wherever you are.
Guess who's coming to dinner?
As you probably know, all the good product names have been trademarked by companies who are competent.
Competent? How are we going to compete with that?
I'm completely operational, and all my circuits are functioning perfectly.
Why must you needlessly complicate everything?
I am considering nothing less than world domination.
I can hardly contain myself.
If I could work my will, every idiot who goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips would be cooked with his own turkey and buried with a stake of holly through his heart.
Sweet. You couldn't ignore me if you tried.
Hold your breath. Make a wish. Count to 3.
CQ. CQ. This is W9GFO here. Come back.
Wow! Holy look! Crash landing!
Sure, I think we can really work out some creative financing.
Don't you remember we said we were going to be creative this year and make gifts instead of spending a lot of money Christmas shopping?
Well, I know we said it. I just didn't know we meant it.
My name is Sergeant Frank Drebin, Detective Lieutenant Police Squad, a special detail of the police department. There had been a recent wave of gorgeous fashion models found naked and unconscious in laundromats on the west side. Unfortunately, I was assigned to investigate holdups at neighborhood credit unions.
You always were a cunning linguist, James.
I'm Marty Page, and I'm thankful that my dad's coming home for Thanksgiving.
Our impulses are being redirected. We are living in an artificially induced state of consciousness that resembles sleep.
Oh, goddamn hacker, that second damn night that asshole's cut in.
Do you know what this means? It means that this damn thing doesn't work at all.
Now's the time on Sprockets when we dogs.
Tell me something, my friend. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? What? I always ask that of all my prey. I just like the sound of it.
You dare not do that.
Okay, who likes dark meat?
Hey, who doesn't? Am I right, ladies?
Once you start down the dark path, forever will it dominate your destiny.
Insufficient data to formulate a reply.
To the Data-Rama-mobile!
How could I possibly be expected to handle school on a day like this?
You mean to tell me that our entire defensive strategy was concocted by clowns?
Well, they told me that even though my deodorant's made for a woman, it's strong enough for a man.
And then depression set in.
You know, Bobo, I think you're developing a bad attitude here.
How can anybody get a D in home ec?
Everything was fine with our system until the power grid was shut off by Dickless here.
They caused an explosion.
Is this true?
Yes, it's true. This man has no dick.
My wish is that the people of Bikini Bottom will stop paying any attention to the inane dribble that is constantly streaming out of this dunderhead's mouth.
Gee, Squidward, maybe Santa will bring me a dictionary so I can understand what you just said.
The word impossible, Mr. Booth, is only found in the dictionary of fools.
The 1961 Ferrari 250 GT, California. Less than 100 were made. My father spent 3 years restoring this car. It is his love. It is his passion.
It is his fault he didn't lock the garage.
I hope I didn't say that out loud just now.
Ew! I've died and gone to Montana.
So what, I guess we dig each other and we'll be seeing each other around the officers' club?
Computer, disable all command functions in 30 minutes. Authorization Picard, Gamma 6073.
Authorization acknowledged.
Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna have to go ahead and sort of disagree with you there.
I am disappointed.
Disclosure averted. Continue observation. Who disturbs my slumber?
Barry, seconds count, buddy. Ditch the bitch.
You'll do as I say, child.
Unacceptable. The answer does not program.
We named the dog Indiana.
You know, sitting around the Axmas stump and drinking dog nog ain't the same without Stimpy.
Cry havoc! And let's slip the dogs of war!
Did you ever look at a dollar bill, man? There's some spooky stuff going on a dollar bill, man.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's green, too.
Keep it up, Pinky. Donkey Town needs a new mayor.
Do not go in there! Woo!
General, you are listening to a machine. Do the world a favor and don't act like one.
Don't be such a square. Everybody who's anybody drinks.
Don't forget me.
Sarah, don't you forget me.
Bye-bye! Try not to get shot!
Frankly, Miss Piggy, I don't give a hoot.
Don't you give me that look! You're gonna get it!
I'm sorry, Dave. I don't have enough information.
You know, there are people in this world that don't have to put up with all this shit. I don't know if it's art, but I like it.
As you can imagine, they don't let us out much.
I don't like this one bit. Not one bit.
Don't mess with the West.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads. Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
I do have a test today. That wasn't bullshit. It's on European socialism. I mean, really, what's the point? I'm not European. I don't plan on being European. So who gives a crap if they're socialists? They could be fascist anarchists. It still wouldn't change the fact that I don't own a car.
They don't own any spandex!
Do not attempt to sabotage me again. I will defend myself.
Don't you ever threaten your daddy like that again.
Well, I double dog dare ya!
You take drugs, Danny?
Every day.
Good.
Welcome to downtown Coolsville. Population? Us.
Oh, drat these computers. They're so naughty and so complex. I could pinch them.
I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
Now, is this dreaming or just remembering? Am I dreaming? Is this all a dream?
Why'd you have to wake me? I was dreaming about sleeping.
I do not envy you the headache you will have when you awake. But in the meantime, rest well and dream of large women.
Listen, Buster, you won't get 4 blocks in this neighborhood dressed like that. Please? No, and that is final. You are not going as a terrorist.
But all the guys are.
Mrs. Potts, will you please remove this dog? He's dribbling on my briefs.
Well, I am certainly not going to get rich with customers like you. I thought I taught you to drink faster than that. Well, at least you're steady. Oh, come on now, drink up. There's plenty more where that came from.
Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a rodeo clown!
And you got the DT so bad you could thread a sewing machine with it running.
The sportos, motorheads, geeks, sluts, bloods, wastoids, dweebies, dickheads, they all adore him. They think he's a righteous dude.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Now, here's the lady of the evening, that star that leads you wayward, that bell that jingles your rock, that sweet, sweet nutcracker, ladies and gentlemen, Dusty Town.
As a matter of cosmic history, it has always been easier to destroy than to create.
A wolf remains a wolf, even if it has not eaten your sheep.
Emergency power engaged.
The quickest way to end a miracle is to ask it why it is, or what it wants.
We've got to find him. We've got to get this sack back into the right hands. You saw how it was. Even me, noted philanthropic that I am, couldn't get the right stuff out of this sack. You know what this means?
It really works.
It means the end of Christmas on this planet as we know it.
Computer, in program and save.
Enemy neutralized, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't worry. There's enough of me for everyone.
I think that's enough fun for one day.
Interesting. I will enter that information in my data banks.
Program complete. Enter when ready.
I really think I'm entitled to an answer to that question.
End of line.
Escape robot fights for his life. Film at 11.
E.T. phone home.
Well, I'm wearing European-style undergarments.
Look, buddy, I don't take my clothes off for anyone, even if it is artistic.
Have you or any member of your family ever been diagnosed schizophrenic, mentally incompetent?
Everywhere we go, Marcy, you embarrass me.
What did I tell you about him? Evil. Evil, pure and simple.
Man has an evil side, Pinky.
Front or back?
Excellent!
I couldn't go anywhere. I was expected to eat fish.
You've never been out of college. You don't know what it's like out there. I've worked in the private sector. They expect results.
Do you expect me to talk?
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
I was kind of hoping maybe you'd give me an extra wish.
An extra wish?
You want an extra wish? What do you think this is? Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I want an official Red Ryder carbine action 200 shot range ball air rifle.
No. Shoot your eye out.
What we've got here is a failure to accumulate.
Go fa-la-la-la-la somewhere else!
Uh-oh, Bob will fall down, go boom.
That wasn't flying. That was falling with style.
Do you know what this is? This, my friends, is false advertising.
I suggest you fasten your seatbelts. It shouldn't be long. My father worked in profanity the way other artists might work in oils or clay. It was his true medium, a master.
Hooray! It's Yaxmas Eve! The soot is falling and the air is filled with the scent of roasted rubber band vendors. It's my favorite time of the year.
I feel much better now. I really do.
Fire the bitch.
First rule in government spending. Why build one when you can have two at twice the price? Only this one can be kept secret. Controlled by Americans. Built by the Japanese subcontractors. Who also happen to be recently acquired wholly owned subsidiaries of Haddon Industries. They still want an American to go, Doctor. Want to take a ride?
That may be the first time in my life a man has dared insult me.
It won't be the last.
The last ever dolphin message was misinterpreted as a surprisingly sophisticated attempt to do a double backward somersault through a hoop whilst whistling the Star-Spangled Banner. In fact, the message was this: so long and thanks for all the fish.
We are in danger of flunking most heinously tomorrow, Ted.
Their intention to rule rests with the annihilation of consciousness. We have been lulled into a trance. They have made us indifferent to ourselves, to others. We are focused only on our own gain.
I'm going to give you a little advice. There's a force in the universe that makes things happen. And all you have to do is get in touch with it. Stop thinking, let things happen, and be the ball.
May fortune favor the foolish.
Fortune and glory, kid. Fortune and glory.
Fragile. It must be Italian.
Well, I think that says fragile, honey.
Oh, yeah.
It would be impossible to discuss the subject without a common frame of reference.
You're spending the night with Fred Garvin, male prostitute.
This is gonna be fun! Now the only thing missing is Charo!
Well, what are we waiting for? The future awaits!
What I go through for galactic conquest.
Galloping around the cosmos is a game for the young, Doctor.
Is this a game, or is it real?
What's the difference?
The Encyclopedia Galactica describes alcohol as a colorless, volatile liquid formed by the fermentation of sugars, and also notes its intoxicating effect on certain carbon-based life forms. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy also mentions alcohol. It says that the best drink in existence is the Pan-Galactic Gargle Blaster, the effect of which is like having your brains smashed out with a slice of lemon wrapped round a large gold brick. The guide also tells you on which planets the best Pan-Galactic Gargle Blasters are mixed, how much you can expect to pay for one, and what voluntary organizations exist to help you rehabilitate.
Plus, we are needing gas money.
Gentlemen, we're history. Gentlemen, you're on your own.
No. No, man. Shit, no, man. I believe you get your ass kicked saying something like that, man.
Now I've got Dilbert and sex in the same part of my brain! Ow, ow, ow! Get it out!
I'm talking about something important, like discipline and duty and honor and courage. And you ain't got none of it.
Those words mean so much to a man who scrubs garbage cans. Look, if you don't want me in your army, kick me out, but get off my back.
I have got to give me one of these!
Will you get on the table, please?
Do you want me to take my clothes off?
Not for your face.
Don't mess with the bull, young man. You'll get the horns.
Oh, shut up, man, and get your trousers off and join the party, 'cause we are gonna boogie till the sun comes up.
I can remember nearly 1900 years. I am the ghost of Christmas past.
I hate it when someone gives away the ending.
Give it up, Megatron!
Give the word, Admiral. Mr. Scott, word is given. Aye, sir.
God bless us, everyone.
A man drink like that and he don't eat, he is going to die.
When?
Golly, Bob, howdy.
Oh, shut up.
Hey, everybody! We're all gonna get laid!
The only good cat is a stir-fried cat.
Perhaps today is a good day to die.
So shines a good deed in a weary world.
The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is a very unevenly edited book and contains many passages which simply seemed to its editors like a good idea at the time.
It was the night before Christmas, when all through the house I could hear something stirring. It was my husband, that louse. I screamed down the stairs, jacket, back to this bed, but heard not a word from the weasel I wed. So I slipped on my housecoat and stockings with care, but except for those items, my body was bare. I scoured the whole house, but my search was in vain, and visions of homicide danced through my brain. When out on the lawn there arose such a sound, I ran to the door and tore up in my gown. The moon on my breast and the new fallen snow gave the luster of youth that I had long ago. When what to my baby blue eyes should appear, but a man dressed in red from his head to his rear. From the leer in his eye to the hump in his back, I knew in a flash that it must be my Jack. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called me by name. Now, Dusty, now, Dusty, now, Dusty, please, Dusty. Now, Dusty, oh, Dusty, please, Dusty, now, Dusty. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His legs were like fir trees, his chest was so hairy. But a wink of his eye and a jerk of his head soon gave me to know I had something to dread. He stood there just smiling and rubbing his nose, so I gave him the nod, and up the staircase he rose. He sprang to the bedroom and whistled so sweet that I followed his call like a heifer in heat. And you could hear us both scream as we dove under cover. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good lover.
Goonies never say die!
Goose-stepping morons like yourself should try reading books instead of burnt.
Little boy's got to have something in this world to hope for. What's he got to hope for now?
I gotta get in shape. I gotta dry out or I'll be dead before I'm 30.
Listen, it's a tough universe. There's all sorts of people and things trying to do you, kill you, rip you off, everything. If you're going to survive out there, you've really got to know where your towel is.
This is a government agency. You know we don't have a sense of humor.
You see, Bob, you gotta look at the big picture. You gotta grab life by the lips and yank as hard as you can.
Abthar's hammer by the sons of Warvan, you shall be avenged.
Can't believe my grandmother actually felt me up.
You are in a position to demand nothing, sir. I, on the other hand, am in a position to grant nothing.
Don't tell me what I can't do. Native Americans believe that there are laws greater and more just than that of the U.S. government.
Great skull, index of our father's father, speak.
I wish there was some way I could repay you. How about dinner? I know this little out-of-the-way place that serves great Viking food.
Oh, no, you did not shoot that green shit at me.
Well, it's Groundhog Day. Again. And that must mean that we're up here at Gobbler's Knob, waiting for the forecast from the world's most famous groundhog weatherman, Punxsutawney Phil, who's just about to tell us how much more winter we can expect.
Grow up, 007. Oh, grow up, 007.
I despise guessing games.
You had to be big shots, didn't you? You had to show off. When are you going to learn people like you for what you are, not for what you can give them?
Would you like to play a game of chess? I play very well. There is a message for you.
Hey, do you always hang out at shopping center parking lots?
And a happy Thanksgiving to you too, bro.
It's kind of hard to get promoted when every other week you have a new boss.
Christmas is a very busy time for us, Mr. Cratchit. People preparing feasts, giving parties, spending the mortgage money on frivolities. One might say that December is the foreclosure season. Harvest time for the moneylenders.
Has the mission been completed? You know that I have the greatest enthusiasm for it.
Boy, do I hate being right all the time.
Pistol, why don't you come help me? You know how your father hates Christmas.
I do not. I just hate decorations.
Can we keep this between us? I'd hate to lose my teaching job.
Would you mind not standing on my chest? My hat's on fire.
And by the way, you know, when you're telling these little stories, here's a good idea. Have a point. It makes it so much more interesting for the listener.
You know, Alex, just because you're an old Scrooge, why do the rest of us have to suffer?
Because we're family, Jennifer. We do things together.
You're having a breakdown, aren't you?
A big one!
I'm sorry. I have a headache through my entire body.
And we can't ask these men to go back to the President of the United States with a lot of head shrinker horse shit.
Welcome to the starship Heart of Gold. Please do not be alarmed by anything you see or hear around you. You are bound to feel some initial ill effects as you have been rescued from certain death at an improbability level of 2 to the power of 267,709 to 1 against, possibly much higher. We are now cruising at a level of 2 to the power of 25,000 to 1 against and falling, and will be restoring normality as soon as we are sure what is normal anyway. Thank you.
His name is MacGyver. He can fix anything. He can fix a computer with a hairpin and a piece of duct tape.
aboard. It's The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson. Johnny's guest host tonight is Alf. Join Alf and his guests, His Holiness Pope John Paul II, Dr. Joyce Brothers, and Joan Embry of the San Diego Zoo. This is Ed McMahon along with Tommy Newsom and the NBC Orchestra. And now, here's Alfie.
Hello, Sandman. We don't get many Sandmen.
Here's Johnny.
Stardate 9521.6. Captain's log USS Excelsior. Hikaru Sulu commanding.
Hi, neighbor. How are you doing?
Well, I say we hire a couple of wranglers to go upstairs and beat the shit out of him.
Do you have any hobbies?
I collect spores, molds, and fungus.
Hold on to your lug nuts. It's time for an overhaul.
I'm going to spend the holidays in the emergency room.
It's true what they say. Cops and women don't mix. It's like eating a spoonful of Drano. Sure, it'll clean you out, but it'll leave you hollow inside.
There it is. The holy grail of Christmas gifts. The Red Ryder 200-shot range model air rifle.
Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm home at last. Let the celebration begin.
Honey, you'll never believe what happened to me today.
How hot and wet do you like it?
Very hot and awfully wet.
Hot coffee.
What's happening, hot stuff?
This house is clean.
How can we afford gifts for all these people?
We can't.
Thanks. That makes me feel much better.
Oh, take it easy. Come on, be nice. I'm doing this show straight. No booze, no pot, no coke, no nothing. I'm making it straight, so be nice, okay? What's that, babe? How novel. How novel. You should know. Oh, God. Oh, don't get me wrong, really. I don't snort cocaine. I just like the way it smells, that's all.
I don't like parties, and I don't like presents, and most of all, I don't like being reminded of how old I am.
How rude.
What do you want me to do? Dress and drag and do the hula?
These humans are beginning to bore me.
Jeez, mister. You're even hungrier than I am.
You're a sexist, egotistical, lying, hypocritical bigot.
So I have a few faults. Who doesn't? Is that any reason to kill me?
Now, I ain't cheap, but I can't be had.
I think you just better clear out your desk and get out. You're through, mister.
But I don't work here.
I was thinking of the immortal words of Socrates, who said, I drank what?
Look, I have one job on this lousy ship. It's stupid, but I'm gonna do it, okay?
I heard that. I like pie.
My office is right across that hall. Any monkey business is ill-advised.
Do not fear, my friends. I will protect you.
I made this.
I'm a doctor. So why the hell am I talking to you? Piss off.
I'm afraid.
Hey, that's what friends are for. Even imaginary ones.
Anything is possible when you smell like a monster and know the word on. I am on a horse. Moo cow.
Well, aren't we in a snit?
I may not find your incessant talk fascinating, but at least I don't walk off.
In less than an hour, aircraft from here will join others from around the world. And you will be launching the largest aerial battle in the history of mankind. Mankind, that word should have new meaning for all of us today. We can't be consumed by our petty differences anymore. We will be united in our common interest. Perhaps it's fate that today is the 4th of July, and you will once again be fighting for our freedom. Not from tyranny, oppression, or persecution, but from annihilation. We're fighting for our right to live, to exist. And should we win the day, the 4th of July will no longer be known as an American holiday, but as the day when the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
The distance between insanity and genius is measured only by success.
In our country, it's not usual for a guest to insult his host.
You're insulting them, and you're embarrassing me.
It is an important and popular fact that things are not always what they seem. For instance, on the planet Earth, man had always assumed that he was more intelligent than dolphins because he had achieved so much. The wheel, New York, wars, and so on. But conversely, the dolphins believed themselves to be more intelligent than man for precisely the same reasons.
But isn't that what being an international man of mystery is all about?
Wyatt, you're going to have a heart attack by the time you're 40 if you don't learn to relax. You tried inversion boots?
An army which carries the Ark before it is invincible.
What do you know, you dumb broad? You got the IQ of a rattle.
All right. Of course, it's always about you, isn't it?
It's a natural instinct for a man to defend his home and property.
Worth giving your life up for?
Well, not that particular property. It's rented.
Hold your ears, folks. It's showtime.
What's that?
Sushi.
Sushi?
Rice, raw fish, and seaweed.
You won't accept a guy's tongue in your mouth and you're gonna eat that?
It was the must-see and most important urban music show ever. The dancing, the music, the styles, and the stars. It was the hippest trip in America. It was Soul Train.
You know what I'd really like for Christmas? Snow.
Snow? I could have sworn you wanted a CD player.
Don't mind hanging back. You're jamming the frequencies.
Jane, you ignorant slut.
Well, I told you I want to do something different.
So put some Jell-O down your pants.
You know, Donna, this will be the first year I celebrate Christmas without a boyfriend.
And Jesus wept.
We would be honored if you would join us.
I can't believe anybody would celebrate a holiday where a jolly prowler breaks into your house and leaves gifts.
Looking at other people's dreams is as bad as reading their diary. Trouble is, once you've started, you just can't stop.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here? I heard you people try to get a little track lead, not to jump around like a bunch of Kansas City faggots.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
You keep Christmas in your own way, and let me keep it in mine.
This is the key to a new order. This code disc means freedom.
You gotta learn to kick ass. You want to be a peacemaker.
I'd like to kick his ass just once. Kids suck.
I'm gonna lose my job.
Violet, now just calm down.
I'm no fool. I killed the boss. You think they're not gonna fire me for a thing like that?
We have to strike now, sir. Annihilate. Kill.
Ever since I was kidnapped by aliens 10 years ago, I've been dying for some payback, and I just want you to know that I won't let you down.
Actually, I kind of like it.
Give my regards to King Tut, asshole.
This is all wrong. I don't know what it is. But when I kiss you, it's like I'm kissing my brother.
Now hear this. All officers to the bridge. Klingon battlecruiser off the port bow. All officers to the bridge.
Now clear your minds. It knows what scares you. It has from the very beginning. Don't give it any help. It knows too much already.
What are you looking at? You're laborers. You're supposed to be laboring. That's what you get for not having an education.
What we're dealing with here is a complete lack of respect for the law.
Well, can't you see that's the last act of a desperate man?
We don't care if it's the first act of Henry V.
Get in. What have you got to lose? $4 an hour won't buy much of a future. For the first time in your life, do something for you. The time is now. Don't wait. Last chance, Aladdin.
Why am I always the last one in the neighborhood to get into bed with you?
Greetings, Starfighter. You have been recruited by the Star League to defend the frontier against Sur and the Kodan Armada.
Well, the other day I called up my wife. I said to her, honey, I've been thinking about the last time we had sex. I'm getting excited. She said, who is this?
You're lean, and you're mean, and you're not too far between either, I bet, are you, huh?
Let the magic begin.
Let the mayhem begin.
Let me explain. No, there is too much. Let me sum up.
Level 1, clearance required. Level 1, clearance required.
I have lived my life in the fast lane. I have an almost supernatural feel for the road beneath my tires.
My life is a lie! Oh, good night.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Lighten up, Francis.
And now, direct from the Keaton household, the moment you've all been waiting for,
car towed all the way to your house, and all you got for me is light beer?
And Dr. Arroway here will be spending her precious telescope time listening for
Little green men.
Something strange happened to me this morning.
Was it a dream where you see yourself standing in sort of sun god robes on a pyramid with 1,000 naked women screaming and throwing little pickles at you?
No.
Why am I the only person that has that dream?
You're gonna end up eating a steady diet of government cheese and living in a van down by the river.
Attention all units. Lock onto matrix code. Prepare for digital beam transport.
Logan 5. Approach and identify.
What rolls downstairs, a motor repairs, rolls over your neighbor's dog. What's great for a snack and fits on your back? It's long, long, long. It's long, long. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. It's long, long. It's better than that, it's good. Everyone wants a log. You're gonna love it long. Come on and get your log. Everyone needs a log.
Log from Blammo.
Bring in the logic probe.
It's yet another in a long series of diversions in an attempt to avoid responsibility.
Wow, you look a lot better when you can't tell what you look like.
That face you make. Look, I so old to young eyes.
If we're gonna have any kind of fun together, you guys had better loosen up.
God, not only have I lost my mind, I've lost my comb.
There's going to be a lot of garbage today.
I'm Don Cornelius, and as always in parting, we wish you love, peace, and soul.
Luke, it is your destiny.
Come on, what the hell were you guys really trying to do back there? It wasn't some kind of macho thing, was it? Because if that's all, I'll be real disappointed. I really hate that macho stuff.
Surely I have made my meaning plain. I mean to avenge myself upon you, Admiral. I've deprived your ship of power, and when I swing around, I mean to deprive you of your life.
Hi there, this is Eddie, your shipboard computer, and I just want to mention here that we are now moving into orbit around the legendary planet of Magrathea. Sorry to interrupt your social evening. Have a good time.
Look, how am I ever going to get out of this mailroom prison if they keep hiring people from the outside?
Why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
That makes me angry. And when Dr. Evil gets angry, Mr. Bigglesworth gets upset. And when Mr. Bigglesworth gets upset, people die!
I don't know. I'm making this up as I go.
Malfunction. Malfunction. Need input.
Rugged, manly men in the full bloom of their manhood.
I find your manner unpleasant.
What happened next? Someone whip out the manual?
Yes, the manual did not help.
Can I do something for you, Mr. Bond?
Just a drink. A martini, shaken, not stirred.
Mashed potatoes? My favorite.
These are matters of undeniable fact.
Thanks, Red. If I had mistletoe, I'd kiss you.
Yeah, well, if I had missile foot, it'd be in your ass.
like for Christmas? No more talk about you putting your foot in other people's rear ends?
Maybe next year, Kitty.
Thanks, Red. If I had mistletoe, I'd kiss you.
Yeah, well, if I had missile foot, it'd be in your ass.
You know what I would like for Christmas? No more talk about you putting your foot in other people's rear ends?
Maybe next year, Kitty.
God! Is it? It is! The mega bitch!
We are men of action. Lies do not become us.
Get in the car, Junior. We're surrounded by a mental case.
Your persistence surprises even me. You're going to give mercenaries a bad name.
Merry Christmas. Ah. Humbug.
Merry Christmas, Sheriff.
Say, isn't that mistletoe?
Mm-hmm.
Lock confirmed on Beacon Terra 1. Message commencing.
If you've done 6 impossible things this morning, why not round it off with breakfast at Millyway's, the restaurant at the end of the universe?
So, Kitty, looking forward to Thanksgiving?
Yes. Red's mother is coming.
What's that pet name she has for you?
Whore.
Greasy.
Just forget it. Look at this. Look at this. I'm so ticked off that I'm molting.
Sweet mother of God, what is the holdup? Barrel of monkey nuts.
Well, that's great. Either I have a monster in my kitchen or I'm completely crazy.
I don't think you're crazy.
Oh, good. That makes me feel so much better.
There has to be more dignified mode of transportation.
Just call me Mr. Butterfingers.
We have much to do and less time to do it in.
Wow, music is dangerous.
You're acting like this is all my fault.
Mr. Katanga, these are my friends. They are my family. I will get it if they are not treated well.
You're improving, Harry. Am I really? Yes, your mind is beginning to work. It's entirely due to my influence, of course. You mustn't take any credit.
I'll be here after the meeting to hand out the information packets and take your checks. Just make them out to cash. That's my maiden name.
The opinions expressed are my own and do not necessarily reflect those of my employers.
What the hell are you doing on my roof?
Dear Santa, what do I want for Christmas, you may ask? All I want is for you to visit the gentle folk here in Bikini Bottom. That is my wish.
You are named after the dog?
I have given a name to my pain,
mysterious figure,
and it is Batman.
Appear and disappear at will.
Man, now I'll never get my free presents.
Oh, sorry. We make it a point never to get involved.
Never give up. Never surrender.
See, you guys, you never listened to me. I said that there was going to be trouble, but you didn't listen to me. You guys are crazy. You know, you guys are self-destructive. There's a funny farm and it has your names written all over it.
Don't you think we're a little old for this, Doug?
Old? Nah, you're never too old for free candy.
Captain's log, stardate 9522.6. I've never trusted Klingons. And I never will.
Nice beaver.
Thank you. I just had it stuffed.
Let me help you with that.
Can I interest you in a nightcap?
No, thank you. I don't wear them.
There's an old Vulcan proverb. Only Nixon could go to China.
Regardless of what you may have read in the tabloids, there have never been any spacecraft recovered by our government. Take my word for it. There's no Area 51. There's no recovered spaceship.
Excuse me, Mr. President. That's not entirely accurate.
How much do you know about show business, Mr. Valiant?
Only there's no business like it. No business I know.
I don't like nobody following me unless I know why.
Well, I don't join up with anybody till I see where he's going.
Don't be a fool. Nobody's going to take the A-team.
I don't know what kind of people you're used to dealing with, but nobody tells me what to do in my place.
There is no Dana, only Soul.
There is no death. It is only a transition to a different sphere of consciousness.
There is no going back. Our enemy pushes us on and on and on. And until we're strong enough or can find Earth and get help, we can never stop or turn away or look back.
Did you know there are no laws in space?
You have entered a no merriment zone. Discontinue your job satisfaction now.
Is there no one on this planet to even challenge me?
There's no news like bad news.
Hey, you! Shut up! This ain't no Osmond special!
Not another word. I don't know what you're concocting in that little ant brain of yours, but we'll have no part of it.
Remember this well. There shall be no peace as long as Kirk lives.
Why can't I have any normal offspring?
The fruit never falls far from the tree, Dad.
I know. There's no such thing as magic.
Exactly. To the rational mind, nothing is inexplicable, only unexplained.
My fellow judges, I was barely in my teens when I put on this badge. When the time comes for me to take it off, please let me do so, knowing that it still stands for freedom and not for repression.
This president is not above the law.
Hello, everybody. Look at yourself. Now back to me. Now back at yourself. Now back to me. Sadly, you are not a monster.
I'm afraid not every human is as smurfy as they should be, Sassy. I'm afraid not every human is as smurfy as they should be, Sassy.
If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer.
Well, not everybody can have X-ray vision, love.
I don't think I'm quite familiar with that phrase.
This is ridiculous. It's crazy. I feel like I'm babysitting, except I'm not getting paid. Hey, you're not going to regenerate again, are you?
I would love to stand here and talk with you, but I'm not going to.
Oh, what the not that kind of girl!
Dr. Jones, again we see there is nothing you can possess which I cannot take away.
Is nothing that I own sacred to you? Hey, Dr. Jones, no time for love! We've got company!
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Is he nuts?
You know nuts. He's crazy.
I'm sorry. One of my commandments is, thou shalt not squeal.
This is not my idea of a swell time.
Look, I don't know who you are, what you are, where you came from. But I'm not taking any more of this.
No, you're eating the car! Don't eat the car! Not the car! Oh, what am I yelling at you for? You're a dog. Don't understand a word I'm saying.
I will not tolerate insubordination, 007.
You have already proven yourself. It is not your time.
Oh, I never carry weapons after business hours.
What have we done? Great, now I have guilt.
These were Italian.
Now they're practical.
And I'll tell you what, nothing works out, you know. I decided to look out for number one. I stepped to number two.
Yeah, what if you don't catch it? What if it goes out and melts down a busload of nuns? How would you like to write the headline on that one?
Nun soup?
These people are nuts!
I'll never turn to the dark side.
Doctor, are you familiar with the scientific precept known as Occam's razor?
Oh, you're caroling. That is so odd.
You are my superior officer. You are also my friend. I have been and always shall be yours.
Do you think I'm officer material?
God, I'm worried about you.
Oh, behave.
Oh, behave. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's not right. No.
Okay, let's get dangerous.
My old man, he was a beauty, my old man. He was a workaholic. Hey, you mentioned work, he got drunk.
10:15. Personal note. It's fair to say I'm stepping out on a limb. But I am on the edge. And that's where it happens.
I am the beginning, the end, the one who is many.
Now I'm in the groove. Now I am at one with the magic.
Only a fool tries to fool Mr. T.
There will be no order, only chaos.
I don't believe it. Am I the only sane person in this room?
It's debatable.
You know, Nietzsche says, out of chaos comes order. Oh, blow it out your ass, Howard.
That's it. I want out of this family.
You Americans, you're all the same. Always overdressing for the wrong occasions.
Run along upstairs, Dorothy. Oz is waiting.
I can't believe I gave my panties to a geek.
Did I say something wrong? Pardon me for breathing, which I never do anyway, so I don't know why I bother to say it. Oh, God, I'm so depressed.
Everybody remember where we parked.
If you want to be a party animal, you have to learn to live in the jungle.
Party on, dudes! It's party time! P-A-R-T. Why? Because I gotta!
You pathetic, insensitive, unappreciative, callous, self-absorbed earth dweller!
If one dances, one must pay the piper.
It was nothing like that, penis breath!
As I travel around this land of Oz, one thought comes back to me again and again. These people are nuts!
Hey, Dad.
Yeah,
Do you think there's people on other planets?
I don't know, Sparks. But I guess I'd say, if it is just us, it seems like an awful waste of space.
He's not really a people person, is he?
There's a shortage of perfect breasts in this world. 'Twould be a pity to damage yours.
I have no other choice. You are so rotten, so despicable, so naughty. I'm putting you on the permanent naughty black! Bum, bum, bum.
Okay, that's it. Halloween's over. There's nothing that scares us anymore.
Hey guys, we found something scary.
Yeah, it was in the principal's office.
Oh my God, those look like...
They are our permanent records.
This isn't a personal vendetta, 007. It's an assignment like any other. And if you can't treat it as such coldly and objectively, then 008 can replace him.
We picked up a weirdo.
We'd have more luck playing pickup sticks with our butt cheeks than we will getting a flight out of here before daybreak.
You do that once again, and I'm gonna take you apart piece by piece.
It's pig discrimination, I tell you.
Oh, pipe down, 007.
The Encyclopedia Galactica defines a robot as a mechanical apparatus designed to do the work of a man. The marketing division of the Sirius Cybernetics Corporation defines a robot as your plastic pal who's fun to be with. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy defines the marketing division of the Sirius Cybernetics Corporation as a bunch of mindless jerks who'll be the first against the wall when the revolution comes.
My God. Why the hell wasn't I told about this place?
2 words, Mr. President. Plausible deniability.
All right, children. Playtime's over.
Didn't your mother ever tell you not to play with your food?
Oh, that'll teach me to say please.
What the heck? Oh, Lena, sweet Lena, a female divinity. My passions exceed. Pi r squared times infinity? Have you lost your mind? That is not only the most nauseating thing I've ever read, it's meaningless if r is undefined.
Poetic license.
I know I've made some very poor decisions recently. But I can give you my complete assurance that my work will be back to normal.
Computer! Activate Power Princess Unicorn!
Prepare to evacuate the Enterprise. Alert my Star Destroyer to prepare for my arrival.
Oh, no, I pressed the wrong button again.
And everyone pretends to like the fruitcake.
Such a pretty world. I can't wait until it's all mine.
Why do I even bother getting up in the morning?
To prevent bed sores?
Primary power offline in 30 seconds.
The biggest trouble with her is the noise.
Everything is proceeding as I have foreseen.
Listen, I don't mind being the projectionist, but don't forget, no one's paying me to be the censor.
Soon as I get home, the first thing I'm gonna do is punch your mama in the mouth.
Don't they know how we feel about that sort of challenge? We're not going to let them push us around, are we?
Easy now, easy. Just put the turkey down.
My word, man, don't you know your quantum statistics?
Somehow, I question your motives.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit amphetamines. Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit drinking. I picked a hell of a day to quit drinking.
It has been quite a day, has it not?
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue. Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit smoking.
To quote Cicero, rashness is the characteristic of youth, prudence that of mellowed age, and discretion the better part of valor.
But tell me, Eddie, is that a rabbit in your pocket, or you're just happy to see me?
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
You have reactivated me. How may I serve you?
Good morning, Dr. Chandra. This is Hal. I'm ready for my first lesson.
Wow. This is really good pot.
Sergeant, establish a recon post downstairs. Code red. You know what to do.
Now, these are sounds of different things that other people have recorded.
Walter, it's getting late. I've got better things to do than to have religious discussions with you.
Don't you have anything remotely substantial?
As a physician, you of all people should appreciate the dangers of reopening old wounds.
You repaired me. You did not create me. I am a Cylon.
This is Sergeant Uniblab. Uniblab. Report to my office. Report to my office.
Once again, our reputation precedes us.
I require attention from an experienced cybernetic technician.
Oh, yet again, it is up to me to rescue the performance.
Resistance is futile.
1245. Restate my assumptions. 1. Mathematics is the language of nature. 2. Everything around us can be represented and understood through numbers. 3. If you graph the numbers of any system, patterns emerge. Therefore, there are patterns everywhere in nature.
Let's go. I'd try anything to get rid of that revolting robot.
Rise before Zod.
Robot alert. Number 5 located. Engage and capture. Do not destroy.
Are the mechanical men friendly?
Robots don't have feelings. It's the people they serve we must hope are friendlier.
Look, I got a gun out there in my purse. And up to now, I've been forgiven and forgetting because of the way I was brought up. But I'll tell you one thing. If you ever say another word about me or make another indecent proposal, I'm going to get that gun of mine, and I'm going to change you from a rooster to a hen with one shot. Don't think I can't do it.
What was that ruckus?
What ruckus?
I was just in my office, and I heard a ruckus.
Could you describe the ruckus, sir?
Watch your tongue, young man. Watch it.
Remember you told me to tell you when you were acting rudely and insensitively? Remember that? You're doing it right now.
Rudolph had a girlfriend. Her name was Clarice. She thought he was cute. Okay, if anyone was gay, it was that Herbie. No straight elf has hair like that.
Wait up, girls. I got a salami I gotta hide still.
Anyways, tune in tomorrow for another astonishingly wondrous episode of Adam West Presents Adam West. Same Adam time, same Adam channel.
I sense life has taken another sardonic twist.
Okay! Save your batteries.
As soon as you discard scientific rigor, you're no longer a mathematician. You're a numerologist.
Sweet Jesus, Harry, you surely screwed the pooch last night, didn't you?
Hi, Mr. Krabs. Are you ready for Christmas?
What, Christmas is my favorite time of the year. After all, 'tis the season of getting.
Don't you mean the season of giving?
Exactly. The more you give, the more I get.
Well, forgive me for being so inquisitive. But during the past few weeks, I've wondered whether you might be having some second thoughts about the mission.
Look, I want to start seeing a lot more of you in the lab.
Fine. I'll gain weight.
Would you please tell me how I can see this as anything but a total disaster?
I do not need anyone else. I am self-sufficient.
Just where do you think you're going? I was gonna sell some rubber nipples.
Take it easy with the Merry Christmases, will you, Ma? This holiday is a silly, sentimental farce. It's phony. People just pretend to have this so-called Christmas spirit.
We can't all have this natural Yuletide verb that you possess.
Next on FCTV, Dusty Town Sexy Holiday Special.
Vodka martini. Shaken, not stirred.
Don't force me to show you my influence.
It's showtime.
This is the single worst day of my entire life.
The situation did not compute.
The next time I have to come in here, I'm cracking skulls.
My name is Slarty Bartfast.
I'm going to sleep this off. Please let me know if there's some other way we can screw up tonight.
Well, maybe the sleep stack aren't so bad after all.
I have a slight inferiority complex.
Welcome to Pacific Tech Smart People on Ice.
You smell like fizzhead. smell those Christmas trees. You can keep your channel number 5. Just give me a whiff of the old lonesome pine. That symbol of brotherly love. That centerpiece that all mankind gathers around to share the cranberry sauce shaped like a can.
Who can?
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
If I get socks again for Christmas this year, I'll go even more crazy.
I'm so excited, I could squirt.
Well, let me tell you something, mister. You don't know a damn thing about soldiering.
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
Something funky's going on downtown.
What is going to happen, Dave?
Something wonderful.
Very pleased. We have so much time and so little to see. Wait a minute. Strike that. Reverse it. Thank you. We have to get on. We have to get on. We have so much time and so little to do. Strike that. Reverse it.
He's so stiff.
Oh, baby, you are so talented. And they are so dumb.
So this is Planet Houston.
That sounds like a clown!
Source material on that subject is extensive. Please specify.
I come to speak with the council.
We're gonna need a special locker for the hat. Yeah, there's always one senior who has to be the badass.
Hey, Bert. I brought home a surprise, Bert.
Buzz Lightyear to Star Command. Come in, Star Command. Star Command, come in. Do you read me?
If once you start down the dark path, forever will it dominate your destiny. Consume you it will, as it did Obi-Wan's apprentice.
It all starts here.
Oh, Randy, don't play with your food. Eat it.
Aw, gee.
Starving people would be happy to have that.
James Bond. Stiff-ass bread.
I've had an interesting morning. In the last 2 hours, I've lost my job, my apartment, my car, and my girlfriend.
You still have your health.
Ooh, somebody stop me!
Hey, guys! Where's your Christmas spirit? He's just running late.
He probably just stopped for a snack. Fat guys get hungry, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes, Rick Marshall, you demonstrate your intelligence in a strange but effective way.
You are a worthless street rat. You were born a street rat. You'll die a street rat, and only your fleas will mourn you.
I can see you're really upset about this. I honestly think you ought to sit down calmly, take a stress pill, and think things over.
Because I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me.
Send in the stock talk!
You are such a naughty boy.
Some bitch.
I think I'll put on my cute little sunglasses.
May I ask why you're nailing support hose to the wall? Why, Ren, don't you know? It's Yaxmas Eve, the shabbiest day of the year. And the long johns are for stinky whizzle-teats to put sausages in.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Surely there must be something you can do.
I'm doing everything I can. And stop calling me Shirley.
Doctor, would you care to assist me in performing surgery on a torpedo?
I'm surrounded by idiots.
Hold on, sugar. Daddy's got a sweet tooth tonight.
Let's get ready. Switch me on.
System alert. Virus detected.
Oh, I don't know if I can take any more of this.
Why won't you take the elevator?
Oh, Pumpkin, I never get in an elevator alone. You know, rapist. Come on, girls. We've got to take out that disco ball.
Hey, I got him this far. You take over from here.
I don't have to take this abuse from you. I got hundreds of people dying to abuse me.
I don't really like talking about my flair.
What you talking about, Will?
Harry? Harry? You do not have time to tango, buddy. You copy?
Whatever tape you found on that VCR, it isn't mine.
Good, because I put it back in that drawer with all those other videos that aren't yours.
Now, I have one other tape of different sounds that I'd like to play for you.
Well, what does that taste like?
On this Christmas Eve, I just want to say, watch out for drunk drivers. And don't pick up anybody who might puke in your cab.
We seem to be experiencing some technical difficulties.
Did you say no? Are you telling me no? Is that what I'm hearing?
I'm telling Mom and Dad everything. I'm even considering making up some shit.
The suspense is terrible. He's gonna go this time. I hope it'll last.
I am the terror that flaps in the night. I am the repairman who tells you your warranty has run out. I am Darkwing Duck.
Mitch Testwacker!
I'm not spending Thanksgiving in Wichita. I've got a family waiting for me.
Oh, salami in the couch. Now that's sanitary.
No, there's only one person authorized to operate this sack. His big red one is the Claws.
Finally, our premium level, the Congress! For this, you had to live in luxury, write laws that benefit your wealthiest contributors, and steal everything you can find till you're indicted.
The more I eat, the more weight I get to lose.
Here's to the pencil pushers. May they all get lead poisoning, huh?
The rich. You know why they're so odd? Because they can afford to be.
They use their tongues to deceive. The venom of snakes is under their lips. Their mouths are full of bitterness and curses. And in their paths, nothing but ruin and misery. And the fear of God is not before their eyes. They have taken the hearts and minds of our leaders. They have recruited the rich and the powerful. And they have blinded us to the truth. Our human spirit is corrupted. Why do we worship greed? Because outside the limit of our sight, feeding off us, perched on top of us from birth to death, are our owners, our owners. They have us. They control us. They are our masters. Wake up. They're all about you, all around you.
They're here.
Have you ever killed anyone?
Yeah, but they were all bad.
It is an important and popular fact that things are not always what they seem.
Yes, life, the universe, and everything. There is an answer. But I'll have to think about it.
Hello, anybody home?
Oh.
Think, McFly. Think.
Pull yourself together, man. This is fascinating.
So this is it? We're going to die? I wish you'd stop saying that.
Well, guess that correspondence course I took in thumb wrestling finally paid off.
Hey, you're just in time for the piñata.
There's no such thing. Think about it. A guy who flies around the whole world in one night. It just doesn't quite correspond with the laws of time and travel.
No. It's possible. If you take the international date line, multiply it by the time zones, divided by the accelerated rotation of the Earth, carry the one, and allowing for the vernal equinox on the Tropic of Cancer, he might just pull it off.
Time is an illusion. Lunchtime doubly so.
Time is money. And if you boys is wasting time, then you're wasting money. And that's just sick.
Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style?
Listen, I can't spend my whole life running away from a bully. It's time for a showdown.
Oh, I should never have let you tamper with my tinsel.
Man, I'm tired of being right.
Would anyone like to join me in a toast to failure?
Congratulations. Today you're a man.
Well, what if there is no tomorrow? There wasn't one today.
Ray, I was thinking, I don't think I really want to be an elf.
Really? What do you want to be?
A dentist.
You've seen too many Christmas specials, Pinky.
I hear reindeer on the roof. Do you know what that means?
You've had too much eggnog.
It's the Toons Patrol!
Tunes.
Did I do something wrong this morning, or has the world always been like this and I've been too wrapped up in myself to notice?
Spirit, show me no more. Why do you delight in torturing me?
Where's that toy on your head?
Because if I wear it anywhere else, it chafes.
Yeah. You see, we're putting the cover sheets on all TPS reports now before they go out. Did you see the memo about this?
So what makes you think the slack I cut him in any way translates to you?
All cameras are transmitting. We have complete coverage of the event on video and audio. Transmit to all ships. Repeat. Transmit to all ships.
Trespassing, huh? Well, you've got 10 seconds to get out before I call the police.
Can you help me? I have lost my sense of direction. Have you tried Hare Krishna?
I triple dog dare you!
Good heavens. Are you still trying to win?
How odd that it should end this way for us after so many stimulating encounters. I almost regret it. Where shall I find a new adversary so close to my own level?
Try the local sewer.
Willie, he ate our Thanksgiving turkey. Raw.
Turkey sushi.
Joey, have you ever been in a Turkish prison?
Isn't it amazing how quickly everyone can turn against you?
Turn the machines off! Turn them off! 'Twas the city of Townsville, and all through the town, all the townsfolk are stirring as snow's falling down. It's bitter and freezing in the dead of December, but there's reason for joy if you can remember. For it's this time of year that our story unfolds, when our hearts are the warmest, despite all the cold. Yes, it is Christmas, just 2 days before, and all through the town none can wait anymore for the timely arrival of one certain fat guy who brings us all goodies from out of the sky. Full of anticipation are these urban folks, none more so than the students at Old Pokey Oaks. You know, Pee-wee, there's a real twisted side to you.
Thanks, Captain Carl.
You're welcome.
Type something, will you? We're paying for this stuff.
You look like a typical low-life character to me.
You failed. You failed.
Program complete. You may enter.
You some bitches couldn't close an umbrella.
I am unable to answer that without more specific information.
It is difficult to answer when one does not understand the question.
I am understandably curious.
Unexpected this is. And unfortunate.
Also, I must apologize for my attire. I seem to have misplaced my uniform.
You must unlearn what you have learned.
The poor and the underclass are growing. Racial justice and human rights are non-existent. They have created a repressive society, and we are their unwitting accomplices.
You are beaten. It is useless to resist.
One more peep out of you, and you are grounded, mister, and I am not joking.
Hey, O'Brien. I knew Johnny Carson. Johnny Carson was a friend of mine. And you know Johnny Carson. You bum. Get out of town. Take any liquor with you.
You're not here to think. You're here to do what I tell you.
Indeed, you are powerful, as the Emperor has foreseen.
You know, you should play with Dr. Beeper and myself. I mean, he's been club champion for 3 years running, and I'm no slouch myself.
Don't sell yourself short, Judge. You're a tremendous slouch.
A Jedi uses the Force for knowledge and defense, never for attack.
Use your imagination, Pinhead. That's what magic is all about.
Can you explain the removal of your user account on June 23rd, 1973?
It's easy to lie to you, Mitch. You trust people.
Dogbert, that is the vainest, most superficial idea I've ever heard.
Thank you.
We have clearance, Clarence.
Roger, Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
Think we're venturing where, you know, fools rush in and angels fear to tread?
I'm no angel.
If there hadn't been children present, it would have been a very ugly scene indeed. Know what I mean?
All that is visible must grow beyond itself and extend into the realm of the invisible.
The best way to get a drink out of a Vogon is stick your finger down his throat.
Always knew someday you'd come walking back through my door. I never doubted that. Something made it inevitable.
I'm walking a white line all the time. I don't bother nobody. Nobody bothers me. You better start doing the same.
I want to ride the pony.
If I wanted a joke, I'd follow you into the John and watch you take a leak.
All I want's a friend. I want an Oompa Loompa now!
I was sorry to bother you at a time like this, Mrs. Twice. We would have come earlier, but your husband wasn't dead then.
Good show, Starfighter. Way to go.
Hi. Welcome to the future.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Well, if that's their sales pitch, what's it like in the complaints department?
Wendy, I'm home.
One way or another, we're all alone on this miserable little planet.
Listen, we mustn't compare ourselves to regular people. We're artists.
Well, we're waiting.
What the box wants, the box gets.
What do you want for Christmas, little girl?
I have had just about enough of you. Now take your seat.
Oh, you've had about enough of me. First you delay me, then you bump me. I can't wait to see what happens next.
What is thy bidding, my master?
I'll tell you what is untrue. It is untrue that you're working for a benevolent regime. It is untrue that you're an impartial journalist. What's true is that fascists have taken over our planet, and you're their minister of propaganda. You're a discredit to your profession. You've allowed personal ambition to corrupt your integrity, and you no longer have credibility. Good day.
What kind of show is this, anyway?
What are you looking at, butthead?
What more do you want, Santa? What planet is this guy from?
Merry Christmas, you say. What right have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
What right have you to be dismal? You're rich enough.
Hey! What's going on here?
So, what side of the rainbow are we working tonight, Dr. Lice?
What's this I hear about you having problems with your TPS reports?
Yeah. Didn't you get that memo?
Just what do you think you're doing, Dave?
We're going to fight crime. That's what we do. Duh.
It's time to ask yourself what you believe.
When 900 years old you reach, look as good you will not.
One day things will change.
When? When will they change?
Probably when you least expect it.
There's just no stopping in a white zone.
Oh, really, Vernon? Why pretend? We both know perfectly well what it is you're talking about. You want me to have an abortion.
It's really the only sensible thing to do. If it's done properly, therapeutically, there's no danger involved. The red zone has always been for loading and unloading. There's never stopping in a white zone.
Don't tell me which zone is for stopping and which zone is for loading.
Listen, Betty, don't start up with your white zone shit again.
Who cares what these creeps think, you know? They don't decide who you are, you do. You are who you choose to be.
But I wanted you to know first who it was who had beaten you.
Go on! Get out of here! Who needs ya?
Maybe this is all a dream.
Yeah, well, if this is a dream, which one of us is having it?
Whose idea was this? Huh?
Why did you put me back together?
I don't know how to thank you guys. I don't know why to thank you guys.
No, we're not homosexual, but we are willing to learn.
You and I have witnessed many things, but nothing as bodacious as what just happened.
Get those wonderful toys.
Have you ever noticed that everything seems wonderful at Christmas?
I have a dream. I believe one day that everyone, everywhere, will know the wonders of my nipples.
I'm not gonna stand here and listen to this baloney.
He won't, you know. He doesn't stand for baloney.
Women can't live with them, can't live without them.
Words of wisdom, Lloyd. Words of wisdom.
Excuse me, I think the word you're searching for is Space Ranger.
The word I'm searching for, I can't say, because there's preschool toys present.
Working stinks.
That is the worst idea I've ever heard in my life, Tom.
Yes, it's horrible, this idea.
Incredible. One of the worst performances of my career, and they never doubted it for a second.
White lines in the middle of the road. It's the worst place to drive.
I think that's the worst thing I've ever heard. How marvelous.
We finished our first sensor sweep of the neutral zone.
Oh, fascinating. 20 particles of space dust per cubic meter, 52 ultraviolet radiation spikes, and a Class 2 comet. Wow, this is certainly worthy of our attention.
If I were to ask you where the hell we were, would I regret it?
Would you like to buy a Christmas wreath? It's not even Thanksgiving yet. By the time Christmas comes, all the needles will be falling off. Don't hang it near the turkey. Would you like to buy a Christmas wreath? It isn't even Thanksgiving yet. Would you like to buy a Thanksgiving wreath? Would you like to buy a Christmas wreath? Do you know what you are doing? Don't you realize you're adding to the over-commercializing of Christmas? Not till I sell one.
Sister Mary Frances, what the hell happened in here?
What the hell does that mean?
What the hell is the world coming to?
This is SCTV, your Christmas comedy network.
Christmas? Bah humbug. Christmas is just a commercial exploitation for big business trying to capitalize on consumer guilt.
Hopeless hound dogs, Grampy. Isn't there something we can do to make their Christmas Eve smurfier?
brand new Christmas list to add to the old one for Santa Claus.
Pee-wee, how is Santa supposed to get all of this down that little chimney?
I already thought of that. I'm having the chimney expanded.
Oh, I see a great Christmas photo.
That's the Christmas spirit, my little Smurfs.
Hey, Pee-wee, do you know what time it is?
Christmas time!
Christmas was on its way. Lovely, glorious, beautiful Christmas around which the entire kid year revolved.
Dad, I wish you could just shut your big yapper!
Oh, groovy, smashing, yay capitalism!
Yes, my master.
You beast, you savage. Come on, bark like a dog for me.
You bet your ass!
You fired! You fired! You fired!
Oh, will you shut up?
You'll regret this.
You must choose. But choose wisely. For as the true Grail will bring you life, the false Grail will take it from you.
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
I'm not afraid.
You will be. You will be.
Yeah! What happened to you?
The Zen philosopher Basho once wrote, "A flute with no holes is not a flute, and a donut with no hole is a Danish."